Hey everyone, today we are going to learn a different technique of braiding and also how to do it with a different style. So in today's video we are going to use pencil mambo, and we are going to mix colors, whereby I'll have color 1, which is black, and 900, which is maroon. First, you start by protecting your client's neck and also clothing. Once you're done with that, always make sure that the hair is well conditioned and it's clean. We are going to start off with a braid, whereby you'll need a strand of normal braid, and we are going to make our cornrows starting from the hairline going downwards. From there, you take your comb and do a parting, whereby you start from the hairline going downwards. Since we are going to do a single technique, a single cornrow technique, you're going to part your braid in 2 halves, then join them together. Once you've joined them together, as you can see, from the hairline, you take just a little bit of the hair, of the natural hair, and make sure you place your braid straight to the root. Then you hold it with your index finger. From there you turn it and hold it, press it with your thumb, hold it up, and pick with your index finger. As you continue to do this, it's another way of also doing a cornrow, but with an extension. So you continue doing like this, you continue braiding your hair with the extension, and as you do that, always check how your finger moves, because it really matters how your fingers move. And once you're done, as you can see from the hair root itself, and in case you want to learn more about cornrows and how to do them, you can also refer more of our videos. So you continue with this technique until the line is done. Once the line is done, you turn the braid and the hair, and you make a turn with your index finger and your thumb. Always make sure that your index finger helps you to turn it from down, as you can see, and your thumb is always on top, helping you to make a turn on the downside. As you can see, our line is done. We are not going to make a knot or do the finishing, because the second line, we are going to make our second line and attach the first one that we have left hanging. You do a parting from the hairline going downwards. Remember that the cornrows, they should be the same when it comes to size. So once you've sectioned it to the desired size that you want, again you take your braid, hold it underneath from the root, and attach it with the natural hair. With your index finger, make a firm attach, and you continue with the same technique, basing it well. While you continue doing this, remember we left the first braid hanging, and this is where I'm going to show you how to attach it with the second line. You take the strand. As you continue taking the strand, you put it up, you place it up, as you can see, hold it tightly, and attach it with the second braid. As we continue doing this, try to detangle the ones which are attaching at the tip of the braid, so that it doesn't give your client any tension while braiding the hair. You continue with the same technique, and when you reach at the bottom, you let it You continue attaching the braids, and you do the same technique until the hair is done. And so, as you can see, we are done with the braiding and also attaching the ones which we were letting loose. Now we are going to see how to attach the one which is left, the strand which is left, by using our thread and needle. So we are going to do a sew in, whereby you use your thread and your needle to attach the braid which is left out. So we want it to be in uniform. So try as much as possible to be careful with the needle at the same time, because sometimes holding needles can end up pricking the client's scalp. So as you hold your needle, try to put it underneath and lift it up. While doing this, as you can see, we push it from up. Again, push it up. And once you're done, you take your scissors. As you can see, the braid hanging, it's not a must. You sew in all of it. So you cut where the hair, you make sure you cut it, and always try not to cut your client's hair. Then make your final attachment, whereby you make sure that the braid is well attached and well sewed in. Make your knot and cut it off from the knot itself. Now we are going to use our 4-in-1 braid spray. Earlier I told you I always refer most of my clients to use this because it normally it does moist the hair and also dry itchy scalp. You continue spraying the whole head. Then you take your first braid, the black one and the red one. Then you combine them. We are going to mix the colors because of the desired style. We are going to take strand by strand. As you can see, this is my crochet needle. You place it on the cornrow underneath. Then you take your braid, close the hook, then open it. Then take your braid and also try to make a hole and take the tip of the braid and insert it. Make sure you pull it up. Then as you continue pulling it up, try to place it well and close it. Then again, you take a different color. And as you can see, we are not going to place them close to each other. We are going to give them space. So you can see by the cornrows how it's done. You give it a little bit of space. Take your loop and you take your crochet needle on the loop, press it, then open. Take the tip of the braid. And pull it down. Once you pull it down, as you can see, you make sure that it's firmly locked underneath the braid, underneath your cornrows. Once you've attached all your braids on the line, we are going to mix the colors alternate Now we are going to use both colors in alternate spaces. As we continue to do this, the same technique is what we are going to do until the whole head is done. So from the first line, as you can see, we did spacing, which is allowed. We were skipping the space. And the second line also the same. We did the same thing, and the spacing continues. Once you reach at the middle of the head, if the client desires more volume at the middle of the head, this is whereby you don't need to do any spacing, and you try as much as possible to make sure that all the braids are well attached without spacing. As you can see, you don't have to space them up. This one gives them volume at the middle, and then it gives also a desired style that the client wanted. Then again, after your braid, use the braid spray to spray the braids to give it a shinier, more look. Once you're done with that, you take your scissors. It's always advised you check the length, and being that these are already twisted braids, try not to trim them too much, because by the end of the day they might come out. Once you're done with your trimming, make a desired simple hairstyle by holding the hair. You try and make a pick and drop. You braid it. Once you've done the braiding, you do a backside braid. By this, you're going to achieve a more desired kind of style on your client's head. And when you're doing your braiding, always make sure that you have a rubber band, because at times when you don't make a knot at the end, it comes out, and we don't want that to happen once your client has left. I hope you've learned how to do crochet braiding, and thank you.